The FBI released details about Thomas Matthew Crooks' assassination attempt on former President Donald Trump. Crooks, a 20-year-old, was involved in detailed planning for the attack, with a search history that included information about Trump's campaign schedule and appearances. Despite thorough investigations, authorities have yet to determine a clear motive for his actions. The name Thomas Matthew Crooks might not be widely recognized, but his story has drawn attention as a chilling tale of a would-be sniper with intentions that shook the political landscape. Thomas Matthew Crooks emerged from a relatively obscure background, with little to suggest that he would become a figure at the center of an assassination plot. Born and raised in a small town, Crooks was described by those who knew him as a quiet and reserved individual.
Quiet, but he was just bullied. He was bullied so much.
However, behind this facade lay a deeply troubled personality, influenced by radical ideologies and extremist rhetoric. Crooks' descent into extremism was fueled by online forums, conspiracy theories, and a growing distrust of government institutions. In addition to targeting Trump, Crooks also searched for events involving President Joe Biden and looked up the Democratic and Republican national conventions for 2024. His online activity since 2019 suggested he might have been planning a violent act, as he conducted searches on making bombs and other explosive devices. 2 such devices were found in his car, though they were not operational. Upon investigation, authorities discovered a sniper rifle, tactical gear, and a detailed plan that outlined his intentions. Crooks had meticulously planned to carry out the assassination, scouting locations and studying his target's movements. The thwarted plot sent shockwaves through the country, as it was revealed that his target was a high-profile political figure known for controversial policies and statements. The motivations behind Crooks' actions were deeply rooted in his radicalization journey. Crooks spent countless hours on extremist websites, absorbing content that glorified violence against political figures. He became increasingly isolated from reality, convinced that his actions were a form of patriotic duty. The case of Thomas Matthew Crooks has had a profound impact on public perception of security and the role of law enforcement in preventing such threats. The case also highlights the critical role of community awareness and reporting suspicious behavior before it escalates to dangerous levels. Law enforcement agencies have since increased their focus on monitoring online activities and have called for greater collaboration between tech companies and authorities to identify and curb extremist content. Thomas Matthew Crooks' attempted sniper assassination plot serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of radicalization and the impact of extremist ideologies. As society grapples with the challenges of preventing such acts, the story of Crooks will continue to be a sobering example of how easily individuals can be drawn down a path of violence. The investigation has not linked Crooks to any specific ideology or political motive, and no co-conspirators or foreign connections have been identified. Crooks was also found to have made anti-Semitic and anti-immigration comments online, although investigators are still verifying if these were directly from him. The FBI continues to examine Crooks' encrypted email accounts and other online activities. Secret Service and law enforcement agencies are under scrutiny for failing to prevent the attack, and the investigation is ongoing. It illustrates how individuals can be drawn into violence and underscores the need for vigilance in preventing such threats.